You know, SmackDown never fails to amaze me with how terrible it is. I sit there and think, hey, I take a Friday night and say, hey, let me watch SmackDown tonight and see if it's any good if they're going to build to Elimination Chamber. I was wrong. I wasted that 2 hours. Gauntlet match was decent. You had a moment of piss. You had everything that was going on. Literally, what are they doing with the SmackDown Women's title? I thought they were announcing a chamber match. The only match we got was Daniel Bryan versus Drew Gulak, which might be a good match. Is not, should be decent. Also, I'm going to give my quick thoughts on NXT. I loved it. I was not able to see it live. I ended up watching it on the network. That's why I didn't do a review. Loved NXT this past week. Should be doing a review of it next week. Elimination Chamber predictions should be coming up tomorrow. And also, I have a very special Raw episode that I want to do. It's going to be a retro Raw review, but it's going to be from, I don't know when it's going to be up, but it was a Raw I was at March 7th, 2005, and that'll be the 15th anniversary tomorrow of that show. So I'm going to plan on recording that, doing it. It was a show I was at, and the cool thing about that was it was the night that they announced the Money in the Bank ladder match. So that's pretty cool. But regardless, let me get into SmackDown. Moment of piss. Nothing there. Shinsuke Nakamura and Sami Zayn and the guys came out, did whatever they do. This match, Sasha beat Naomi with that move that she does with her knees. What else notable happened on this show? Sheamus defeated Apollo Crews. Fire and Desire beat Carmella and Dana. Yeah, there's not really any noteworthy content before the Gauntlet match. Like I said, Daniel Bryan and Drew Gulak was announced. But, I mean, come on, guys, really? I mean, whoever's writing SmackDown needs to be fired. It is the third best show every week, and hell, might be worse than that. I think it could be worse than 205 Live. Could be worse than Main Event. Could be worse than damn Superstars, but Superstars isn't even around. Could be worse than damn The Bump. I mean, SmackDown is just beyond help, beyond description of what they need. And I guess they're going to start a thing with Elias and King Corbin. You also got to excuse me if I sound a little rough. This is me recording this after having done a whole bunch of other stuff, man. I'm just everywhere, every which way. But hey, it is what it is. SmackDown this week was garbage. I'm literally at a loss for words as to what to say. I mean, it's just, man. I mean, like I said, whoever books that crap, golly, man. Anyway, let me get into this Gauntlet match real quick, and I'm gonna talk a little bit about that so I can get y'all out of here. Gauntlet match starts out with New Day and Heavy Machinery. So you got Otis and Tucker and New Day. Decent part of the match, I thought. They really did do good. I liked it. I think Otis and Tucker going over there was a smart move. They ended up winning with the trash compactor. Then you had, I almost called them Lucha Dragons. Lucha House Party come out. They beat them. They then beat the Usos via the roll-up of death and beat Miz and Morrison via the roll-up of death. So 2 matches back-to-back with the roll-up of death. I think Tucker pinned Jimmy Uso and Jay pinned Miz. I was paying attention during the Gauntlet match, but wasn't at the same time. Dolph and Rude then came out, and Dolph and Rude ended up hitting Otis with a super kick and pinning him 1, 2, 3. So now Dolph and Rude are entering the Elimination Chamber last. Not like it's gonna matter, but that's always bad to me, is knowing who's going to be last. It takes out the element of the surprise, whatever. But here's the thing about this. It's obvious to me with the way that they're doing it with Mandy that they're setting up Mandy and Otis for a WrestleMania moment because that's all they want to talk about is moments. What's going to happen? Otis is going to destroy Dolph at WrestleMania. Otis is going to kiss Mandy. Boom. Like that. That's obviously what they're setting up for. I mean, there's no rhyme or reason why they're doing whatever they're doing. You know, it's absolute garbage. I mean, Otis and Mandy and The Fiend are the two best things going on. And let me just say, The Fiend did cut a good promo. You're going to see my pros and cons. I didn't mention The Fiend's promo, but it is a pro. Oh, man. I just... Golly, man. I don't freaking know what to say here, man. I didn't do any star ratings for tonight because honestly, I'm uninterested, man. I'm really just disinterested in SmackDown. I mean, I usually do star ratings for everything, and SmackDown on Fox is draining my ability as a wrestling fan. It is literally draining me of everything. You know, it's... Man, I thought them moving to Fox would be good. I wish they were back on Tuesday nights on the USA Network. Because at least Tuesday nights on USA, at least they were putting on good shows, man. And at one point, SmackDown was the better show. But God, man. It's just horrible. It's horrendous, the shows that WWE is thinking they can pass. And is thinking, oh, yeah, well, nobody will be mad about this. Nobody will be mad about that. You can see by my cons, everything else was wrong with the show. Minus the Fiend promo. Man, I'm about to be up out of here. I'm done talking about this. My rating for the show is a D. For a dick that they can shove up their ass. Excuse my language, but that's the way I felt about this show. That's how I felt. Anyway, guys, your boy Killer Cam is out. Peace.